Why, hello there. Welcome back to another edition of Speed Metal Pickups. So, that was marginally less worse than my first intro, but you just got to believe me on that one. So, we got some cool stuff to go through. It's been a minute. This is a huge submission I just got back, but I want to get into some housekeeping first. So, first off, just a reminder, every single Monday, pretty much all, because I get a lot of people messaging me about my new pickups wanting to get, pretty much I don't really deal raw books directly. I let that go through the auction house. Because the auction house, you can get pretty good steals there, but I just really don't have time, you know, the amount that I'm pressing and sending in stuff and then shipping out. So for me, mostly just the CGC slabs, but check out that auction every single Monday. They ship all through North America, legit auction house. And there's a bunch of other guys every Monday too, so there's tons of good stuff, tons of consigners. I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube a while back. Thank you all very much for that. I know it's not like a huge number or nothing, but sometimes it's kind of hard to stay consistent on this. You know, I don't want to talk about top 10 whatever or fucking whatever's going on in comics or CGC or complaining all the time. I just kind of keep in my lane. And so I appreciate all you guys that have been here since the beginning. So we're going to do a giveaway for that. And also I just hit 2,000 on Instagram. Mostly I'm active on Instagram and YouTube. All right, so we're doing a giveaway here. We got two different prize packs. The first one is like a Spider-Man and Ghost Rider prize pack. So you're going to get three 9.8 slabs valued at probably above 300 US. Spider-Man vs. Wolverine version 2, 9.8. Ghost Rider 28, Midnight Suns. Web of Spider-Man 95. So that's the first pack. Uncanny X-Men 275, the first time they had the matching suits. New X-Men 114, the first appearance of that bald girl, Cassandra Nova. And then we have Deadpool, #1. So all those in a 9.8. The way to enter is we're gonna have the classic crap you gotta do. If you're on YouTube, like this video, share the video, and comment down below, just whatever. You can even call me a dumbass, I don't really care. If you want to enter again, go on Instagram, follow me, share this video, and tag 3 people. eBay is another way to enter, so you can get 3 entries total. Follow me on there. There's like a little heart you can click. Shoot me a message. I don't know how else I would find you if you don't shoot me a message. Hope that's not too complicated for y'all, and then we'll do a draw, and then whoever is the first winner can choose the prize pack, and then the second winner will get whichever one is left over. So I haven't done that in a while, so I figured it would be dang fun. The first time I did this, someone like got real mad and was like calling me like a shill or something. So shipping anywhere in North America, you got it. All right, so that's enough of that. Okay, so now that we're done with that crap, yeah, I'm just gonna start with the big boys. So the first one has quite an interesting story behind it. So ever since I've been doing Speed Metal Comics for about 5 years, X-Men's always been my favorite thing, as I'm sure you guys know. I also really like Nasty Savage. If you don't know what Nasty Savage is, go give first album a listen. So my goal has always been getting an X-Men 1. I almost got one a while ago with off a local guy. We agreed on $9,000 cash, and then he turned it into $12,000. And then eventually he sold it in the auction house locally for $7,500, and probably walked away with $6,000. So whatever. But I did get one in that big collection. It was the Silver Age stuff. Most of these came from that Silver Age collection. So I'm just gonna stop talking and show you. Finally got one. My X-Men 1. We turned this from about a 1 or a 0.5 to a 2.0. There's a local presser with like 30 years experience, and I'll put some pictures on screen of what he did. And yeah, he literally took out the staples, refolded all the pages in, and that's a big difference. So that's not going anywhere for a while. In fact, yeah, I can't figure that out right now. I don't really want to do it. Actually, you know what? We're going to do it. There she goes. So that's currently not for sale, you know, unless you want to pay way over fair market value, but I've been waiting for that for a long time. So that ain't going anywhere. So in this high value submission that I sent in, they bumped 2 books up to unlimited value. One of them is pretty crazy book, 1958. First Brainiac, 4.5. So a shame about that, but yeah. So they bumped this up. First appearance of the Shrunken City of Candor. But that's something you don't see very often. And just remember, all this stuff is going to be on eBay, but the higher value stuff, I'm probably going to put on eBay for a stupid price so that you can contact me either on YouTube or Instagram, usually Instagram, or just give me a call, Speedmetal Comics. You can find my number, Google Maps. And that's probably the best way to buy some of this stuff. So the second book that got upped is Fantastic Four 48. 8.0. Pretty nice. I pressed all these myself apart from the X-Men one. So, yeah, looking pretty damn good. A lot of these grades were pretty close to what I thought. I was thinking this would get a 7, so not bad at all on that one. So those are the two ones that got bumped. So now we got the sister to it, Fantastic Four 49 in a 6.5. Unfortunately, it had a bit of a shrunken or a recessed staple there, but yeah, still cool. What are you gonna do? Nothing, that's what. All right, and now we got two Amazing Spider-Man books. Amazing Spider-Man 4. So the first Sandman. So the comic store like wrote with a grease pen, like 5 cents on these. So I removed it a little bit, but didn't damage it. I think it makes it look nicer than it used to look. Oh, and this one, man, I don't know if I have a video on the YouTube, Instagram about someone literally, like you can see they colored the Amazing. Someone literally went through and took a blue crayon to Spider-Man's eyes on almost every single page on the inside of this. So what are you gonna do there, eh? All right, and then we got the first Lizard, Amazing Spider-Man number 6 in a 4.0. So you can see I also removed the 5 there. I think it looks a lot better. There's a big 5 on his cape before. Who wants to look at that? Nobody, that's who. And then we got another one that isn't really going anywhere, although I just got another one of these, so we'll probably get that graded and then we'll see. X-Men 12. First Juggernaut. That's a big book for me as well. I'm going to do a video of, or just a picture with all my favorite X-Men stuff, but yeah, they're pretty fair on most of these grades, I would say. The book I'm about to show you is the only one that I kind of thought was going to be higher. I thought this was going to be in the 7 or 8 range, but the first Zatanna. I forget what the defect was on this. Yeah, I don't know. Could go either way. Could get a bump, but I don't really think it's worth it. So that's a cool one. And then I got this one a while back, and 6.5 is pretty fair. I was hoping for like a 7, but what are you gonna do? All complete with the insert, so pretty damn sweet. All right, now that we got done with the high value stuff, we're gonna get into the 9.8s. So yeah, we're just gonna start going through here. I didn't really organize these, but yeah. So we got Batman Beyond number 3. I don't know why it doesn't say it, but it's the first Blight. So CGC needs to get that figured out. And we got Batman Beyond number 6, the first appearance of ink in comics. Now we got Incredible Hulk 94. Just a cool cover. Warbound are formed. Silver Surfer cameo. I think they're doing, aren't they doing World War Hulk now or something? Probably gonna suck. I don't have much hope for the Disney stuff. This one is so cool. I kind of want to keep this. I remember the Amalgam universe when I was a kid and first seeing this. I'm like, Batman and Wolverine mix? That's so sick. But as far as I know, it's the first appearance. The other one might be his first appearance. I'm not sure. But this is way cooler. Larry Hama story. That's kind of cool. Larry Hama, G.I. Joe. Okay, here we got one. Marvel Age 104. So there's Jim Lee for you right there. And yeah, Classic Psylocke cover, pretty sweet. A couple of these I already have up on eBay, if you want to take a look. Everything might be up by the time you look, but remember, if you want a deal, message me on Instagram for any of this stuff. All right, now we got a bunch of Marvel Tales. All these are Todd McFarlane covers. So here's a Angel or Spider-Man. This one's really cool. This one's a bit more pricey than the rest of them, but the original X-Men team with Spider-Man. Pretty sweet. Marvel Tales 233. I'm pretty sure I had more Marvel Tales. Oh yeah, there they are. Sorry, I should have organized this a little bit first, but another wicked cover. So Spider-Man with the X-Men. That is such a sick cover. Marvel Tales 235. Now we got Spider-Man versus Juggernaut. Marvel Tales 238. Killer. What's he saying? How dare you drop a building on the Juggernaut? I really hate that. And hate is underlined, just so you know. All right, now we got a bunch of Batman books all around the same spot. So the first full appearance of Damian Wayne, Batman 656. Next we got first appearance of Damian in Cameo, Batman 655, way cooler cover. Probably should have put these in order first. Batman 657, Robin vs. Damian. That's a good thing to have. Batman 404, this actually just sold because I already had it on eBay, so sorry for anyone that needed this. Year 1 storyline begins. So I'm going to put that one off over here. All right, now we got another big one, Batman 635. First Jason Todd as the Red Hood. Mr. Freeze as Black Mask, and Black Mask appearance, rather. So, cool. All right, so here's the biggest one. I got a kind of a story after this one too. So, X-Men 141, Days of Future Past, 9.8. That's a big one. That's awesome. Kind of want to keep that, but what are you going to do? So, the story behind this one is, so this submission I sent in a little bit differently. I tried sending in everything in the pressing packets that I have with magazine boards. It didn't really make a difference. In fact, I think it pissed off the CGC people because one of them was 5 9.8s out of 25, which is pretty abysmal. Usually I hit around 10, 12, 13, that area, not 5. So I think that guy was just being a fucking dick because a lot of that stuff I pulled out is 9.8. So whatever, what are you going to do? And they crushed a couple of the corners of my stuff, but what are you going to do? So the other thing I tried was literally taking a bunch of books that were rejected that looked still good and not pressing them and sending them right back in, which I haven't done. Didn't go so well. 2 out of 25 on that one. But one of them was another copy of this, got a 9.8. So I went to Point Roberts to pick them all up from my cross-border shipper. And there's like codes that it generates for you to put in, but my back has been screwed up. So I got the girl to grab it for me. Grab everything, thank you, drive it home. I'm taking everything out. That submission's missing. There's no box for it. I call in. It turns out when they put it in, like they close the locker, it's supposed to generate a code and email me a code. It never generated a code, never did anything, completely glitched out. So they gave me some credits and they're keeping it for a month for free because I'm gonna have to pick it up with my next CGC submission. So yeah, I do have another one of these, but not currently in my possession. So what are you gonna do? Nothing, that's what. So here we got a wicked cover. Yeah, but Web of Spider-Man 29. I just love when the black suit is blue. It's awesome. And then you got brown suit Wolverine. Can't go wrong. So this kind of goes well with the 141 that we just got back. Phoenix becomes Dark Phoenix, Hellfire Club appearance. X-Men 134. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Damn, they really pushed her boobs up in that corset. Okay, this one's a little bit of a piss off, but I can understand it. So, Superman Red Sun 1 in a 9.8. Superman Red Sun 2 in a 9.8. Believe it or not, all the collections, this is the first time I got these Red Sun. And then, of course, they didn't give me the 9.8 on the third one. So, this one's actually kind of cool, strictly because it's a newsstand. I hate Kevin Smith nowadays. He was cool back in the day. I don't want to get into it any further than that, but yeah, it's a newsstand. So this is a Kevin Smith Daredevil. He did like the first 8 or 9, I think. It's called like War Baby. So yeah, newsstand edition on that one. Pretty neat. Amazing Spider-Man 328. I always want to say 238, but that's a way bigger book. 328. Classic McFarlane cover. All right, I actually don't know what this will sell for because these newsstands of these later Wolverines are really hard to find, but Wolverine 37. First appearance of Albert and LCD. All right. And Lady Deathstrike and Puck appearance. Pretty cool cover. Mark Silvestri cover. And then here we got an old faithful that always pops up. Wolverine 8. So classic Mr. Fix-It cover with the awesome Liefeld on the back. Here's one that I just have a big problem getting in 9.8s. I've had like 20 of these. This is the first one. Batman 436. Origin of Robin, Dick Grayson retold, and first appearance of Tim Drake. Neat. Here we got another cool one. I have literally hundreds of copies of this, I think. Fantastic Four 348. Arthur Adams art. Walt Simonson story. Yeah, the new Fantastic Four. And we got Star Trek, The Next Generation. Adaptation of the television series. And then the last one we have is another kind of cool one. Amazing Spider-Man 318 newsstand. Classic Todd McFarlane cover. Pretty sweet. So, yeah, if you want to buy any of this stuff, holler at your boy. And Instagram is preferred. And yeah. And once again, auctions every Monday. And enter the giveaway for some wicked stuff to win. And yes, I did pick up, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw I picked up a pretty wicked Silver Age collection. I'm hopefully going to pick up there's a couple more boxes this week. And then I'll have the full collection and I'll do the full video. And yeah, but until then, thank you again for all the continued support, even though I'm not that active as I should be. But hey, life gets in the way. We're actually recording the new Witch's Hammer album this weekend, tomorrow, drums. And then Powermonger's almost done, and the Assimilation album's out, and I'm still shopping for a label. Story of my life. A lot of stuff on the go, but hey, what are you going to do? Anyways, Speed Metal Comics, thanks for sticking with me, and live long and prosper. Can I do that?